Hello and welcome one more time to my channel, Designs by Riveras. And today we are doing something special because now is like the season of competition and big competition for everybody. And in the last days, most of the competition I'll be doing, ladies are asking me a lot about this person in specific and her style. Why? I don't know. Well, maybe because she is one of the main models and faces of my business and my company, Designs by Riveras. By the way, I forget to introduce the name of my company, right? Designs by Riveras. And remember, all my social media and my website is like that. Very easy. Is hashtag Designs by Riveras. That means you want to see more information about us. You only need to go to Facebook or Instagram and you will find us by Designs by Riveras. And if you want to see it, our website is www.designsbyriveras.com. Continue about that. Like the title of this live is exactly that. How we create this look. What you see before we start is that. All that look come from around when I started this company almost 4 years ago. Yes, I think so. It's 4 years. Yes. The time runs so fast. And this person find us 6 months after we start the company. And she come, I don't know how she come really. Then we let her tell us the history, how she come to us and how we met and what is the process we have to create every look she have. Then today with us, our beautiful Rose Ann Lynch, and I am giving welcome to Rose Ann to our channel. Let me figure out now and put all this in the right place. Let's see. Now we are better. Yes. Okay, and I think so I have a double something going on here, but anyway, let's continue. I think so. Can you hear me, Rose Ann?
I can.
Okay, perfect. I think so. We are in very good hands now. Then Rose Ann, tell us. A lot of people, I don't know why. Well, I am thankful for everybody who asks you and who asks me how I create your looks. But I will say this is a teamwork. Is really effort of everybody from Rose. What I will say, like from my side, right? Like professional and like now I can say a friend. Most than the last 3 years.
Absolutely.
Yeah, thank you. Is what I think so is most of the time with Roseanne, what happened is when she has something in a it's very rare the time Roseanne comes with something in a specific. I
You're
will
right.
say that. But when she has something in a specific, is she will do a lot of research and she will ask me, right? Then I will say, what is for you? What is your process about the looks you want?
Okay. Usually, like you said, my favorite thing to do is walk in and say, "Luis, go for it." And truthfully, the most beautiful designs that I've ever had came from you just deciding you were going to do whatever you felt like doing. I recognize of the two of us, I'm providing the face and you're the artist.
Thank you.
So that is the big part of it. And
Yeah.
I think that so many times people will probably come in and they want something very, very specific and they saw in somebody else. And you usually have a better idea of whether or not that would look good on them or not. I totally trust you. I think even the first time I walked into your workplace, I just said, make it pretty. And you do. And I think that's why we do so well.
Yeah, it's so interesting, because, for example, from my side, when you see somebody like your profile, you will expect you will be very demanding, in different ways. Some good, some bad, but you will expect that, and with you was complete opposite, you was like a very like, do whatever you want. And I was surprised because sometimes, look, I have this way to view my work. I feel I am thankful with life, with universe, to do what I love. I think so. I share that with you always, right?
Right.
Then I don't feel my every day, and especially when I am doing the competition, like I am working. I don't regret that. I am thankful for that. But when come to some people, I can understand the two sides. The one are very straightforward and they want this and this and this. Maybe what I can think is I don't like to keep my fan of option in one box. Then I don't like to tell the people, you need to be only high ponytail. You need to use only this kind of style of hair. Because remember, beauty is relative, right? And I think so the beautiful of the art and whatever line we are talking is create, right? And have the experience to play and all that. And you give me that freedom, and I think so that is the magic we create with our looks, because you never are close mind to, Luis, I only need to have high buns, and I need to only use yes, slick and tight. No, you are do whatever you want. Let's try, and that is part of the process. What I will say, like, right?
If you remember, the first time that you actually put my hair up, and I don't know if you remember this, the next day we started all over again because we had a second day, and I had that night taken it down, which was a plan, and you did it the second day again. And the second day, I hadn't had a great day in competition the first day, and I was in a completely different kind of dress, and I said, I don't want to look anything like I did the day before.
Yeah.
And I was shocked how different I looked. I mean, it was in a really good way. I looked beautiful both days, but they were completely different. One was very classic and up and very, I mean, it was beautiful. It was gorgeous. But then the second day, you made me so edgy. You looked at the dress I was dancing in. You looked at because it was a different dress. And you looked at how I had danced. You'd come down to see how I had danced, which is darn good on you. Nobody does that. And you took me and you made me completely different the second day. I loved it. Both days were amazing. And I felt like I could actually start over again the second day. And actually, we danced much better the second day. And I felt because of the look being just different. So your versatility made that happen.
Yeah, I will say my versatility will come most of the time based on the freedom the customer give me, right, or the model. But then based on this life and what is concrete about the question, most of the ladies make how we create this, right? We have two options. We have normal two different process. I already set up in the day. If you see sometime I am going all over the place, is because we don't plan nothing with Rose Ann about this. We want to, I want this happen. Like, it's a conversation, is how is our relationship based, artist with a dancer and model with a business person, right? Because it's two different kind of looks you see on Rose Ann and my social media and her competitions. And for example, the one is very planned. Happen more when I will do a shoot with her. And the second time is maybe Rose Ann only sent me like a 3 or 2 times, really, in the last 3 years. 3 or 2 times researching. Like, she did a research and she sent me pictures and she sent me videos. She sent me, this is the concept of this I want to do. And then she sent me enough information to I can have an idea
Right.
the what she would like to try in the next comp. I will do her hair, right? And her makeup and try to make the look together, because you can see sometimes people her hair don't match with their makeup or vice versa, right?
Right.
Their makeup don't match with their hair. Like people with a beautiful makeup and you see how beautiful is her face, but their hair maybe look sometimes messy, or is you can see, okay, this don't was make it professionally. Or we come back to the other part, right?
Right.
For other side, when Roseanne come, which is the next step, I will say this, normal Roseanne, she do what? 1 week before, 2 weeks before, she will send me pictures. She will send me that one email with all the information about the idea she is thinking. But always on that thinking, she is letting me know I have the freedom to only develop the idea and the way will work for her
Right.
and for the dance.
You also have the freedom to tell me that's really not going to work.
Exactly. That what was the one of the look we create, which I love that look, but we only did it one time. Was one look based on Audrey Hepburn, a high bond she used, and what movie is this
My Fair
one?
Lady.
And My Fair Lady.
Yes.
We tried to recreate that bond, but in ballroom style, the
Right.
more tight can be, but in the same idea was beautiful, and
It
we
was.
don't do it again really, and we
She really
shouldn't,
did.
right?
Yeah.
And yes, but it's the way, then when she come we start talking, we talk a little about, okay, this maybe will be in this base with this frame will work for you. If not, maybe then we go to change the direction, trying to keep this idea. I try to offer that to my people, to my ladies, uh, because what I say, I don't think so. Nothing is wrong and nothing is bad. Like if you come to me and you tell me, look, my some ladies come with these phrases. Oh, my head is too long. Please don't give me more high and the hair. I understand. They say because my face then look more bigger, and I don't believe that is true. Is completely true. Will be depends how I highlight your face too, and still I can give you a little volume on your head. But some of these ladies, they think they need to be sleek and tight. Is an option, it's optional for everybody. Or they think they need a little volume and cover on the face, right? It's okay. Like I say, art and beauty are completely relative. Nothing is really wrong. The only you can do is try. But the third and more important for everything, look, you want your artist create for you is bring everything you need, and especially if it's something in specific for you, for your look, for your dress, ready to the artist start working on you, and the time is for you, right? Because it's nothing worse than in between your preparation, you start moving because you want to take out the headpiece, because you want to take out the extension, because you want to take out the brush, because whatever need you have for your style, try to have all that ready on before your time. That is something I will say. One of the more thing I appreciate from Rose Ann in specific, because she is very like that. She come with everything set up for. I mean, she is even like before COVID, for example. She will be 20 minutes before the appointment to be
Right.
ready to relax. Right, Roseanne?
Right. I try to be. I try to have everything, and I always make sure I have my lashes with me if I want specific lashes or a certain
Yeah.
kind. I've hair pieces. I bring almost everything I have. And I just say, whatever you want to use, or if you don't want to use anything, that's okay too. I
Yeah.
don't try to limit you to that. In fact, I've even brought in things that I never thought that you really would use. And you used
Yeah.
that piece of red hair one time. I had bright red hair in the middle. He's put my piece in it. It was very cool, but I really didn't think you were going to ever use that. but I
Yeah.
brought it in and you put it in. And then also my lipstick. I have the ones that I want to be able to put back on. So I bring you like 6 different colors with 6 different tops. And
Yeah.
you do what you think is best. And I don't even tell you what color. I tell you what color dress I wear, but I never tell you what color I want my eyeshadow,
Yeah.
because I think that truthfully you figure it out better than I do.
Yes, that is a point very important. But what I'm talking, like, remember I mentioned before for everybody now is and for the people who will look this later on, Ricardo, uh, is yes, the first process with like Roseanne is when we plan ahead and we want a specific look. It's the same way, for example, I do my looks, like for my photo shoots or for whatever I want. Then I am very specific with her, then, like, if I want her hair completely straight and dry, or I
Right.
want natural and only dry, that's it. But when is all the opposite, we go into the second option. The second option is practically when she come and she let me do whatever I want.
Right.
Then when you let the artist do whatever he want, you need to be ready for two things. Is you need to really be very mind open to explore different angles of your face, different looks, because remember, what you think is beautiful for the artist can be completely different. Until now, I don't have the experience, or at least nobody told me in my face they don't like something I create. But can happen, life is happen. I have experienced ladies on the ballroom asking me to redo the hair from other people, and to help the people, I do it. But I think so is sad to feel like that. I will say you better communicate in the right way with your main artist, and then you will be happy.
I think if you start with just by saying something like, I want it to look really edgy, or I want it to look very classic, and then let you go, that's when that's the little bit of input that I give. And that I think that you then take it and you understand where I'm going with it.
Yeah.
That I'm going to dance smooth. I want it to be edgy, and then it looks edgy. It's different.
Yeah, exactly. I can understand, for example, this process. You see, we are talking with Roseanne. Is very look like a very friendly between Roseanne and me. Of course, we have a different communication than a regular every other or some no how we say, no consistent customer with us, right?
Right.
With Roseanne, we develop a friendship. Then we communicate completely different. But I am 100% sure in whatever company you go, you can request ideas. You can send ideas. Maybe when you do the booking form or when you do your appointment,
Right.
you can say this kind of thing, like this kind of information. And that I am 100% sure not only will help you to take what do you want from your appointment. I am 100% sure you will make easy the job from the other person, from the artist.
That's right. The other thing is, I remember especially the very first time. After that, I didn't have to tell you again. I have long hair, and I sent pictures, and I told you in the initial thing. It's like, I need to know I have long hair, so that
Yeah.
knew what you were dealing with, time wise and anything else. Sometimes people panic with long
Yeah.
hair. You did not. You kind of loved it.
Yeah, because I have more material to work, right? But for sure, you have more material to work, more time consuming. But like now, for example, like before, I will say I will take maybe double of the time I take now to do your hair. Now I know the texture of your hair. I know how he move. I know the memory, the hair, the the thread of the hair have once in the net, right? Then that happens when you are consistent with some artists, and then when they already know, and especially when I already know, now I know your dresses.
Right, you do.
Then you only need to tell me, oh, is this one, is the blue one, is the red one,
That's
is the yellow one. Then I almost know what look better from angles, from your cleavage. If you need a lower bone, higher bone, or sometimes you tell me I will do two dresses the same day, and I want to change head pieces.
right.
Then we already create that, right? Two
That's
head
right.
pieces in one.
Or the makeup has to be able to go with both.
Yes. Then I will say the key, look, the way Dilandi and me develop our business is I would say, very familiar with our customers, in the sense to try to make all our ladies feel comfortable with us, with the confidence to call us, talk to us, send us email, and let us know, oh, what do you want? I know not everybody can do that. Maybe because they have more customer, maybe because they are more booked, whatever that. I try to make sure my time is set up to give you the time necessary
Yes.
to listen to you. And especially because when I start here in this industry, right, it's like I come from the theater. And the theater, yes, I work that fast, same fast as ballroom, and saying, so I need to have you ready in 40 minutes, 20 minutes hair, 20 minutes makeup. Different than the theater. I use a lot of wigs, which everything is pre-made, right? I can have pre-made the prostheses. I can have pre-made the wig. I can have pre-made braids. In ballroom, everything is with your hair, or everything needs to be enough tight to be secure on your head, right? Because that is other thing. It's good if you know and you are conscious of the level of your dance, because and based on the level of your dance is the strength and the tight need to be your bond, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because how many times we saw people with the hair falling out, with the hair. Maybe it's not because the hairstylist or the artist did a bad job. Maybe because the person started pulling bobby pins out. Maybe because the person start doing this, right? And at the moment you start doing this to your hair, at that moment you are taking out the fidelity of the security the artist create for you.
That's it.
But we can understand, is for example, for me, one phrase important when I am creating a look is tell the person, please let me know right at the moment you feel a bobby pin or a hairpin uncomfortable. Tell me right now. Don't tell me when I am almost done with the hairstyle.
No, we have that agreement, and I know you do it with everybody. It makes a big difference because
Yeah.
if for some reason you have to sleep in that hair, or if you put your hair up first thing in the morning because you have an event first thing in the morning, and then you're still dancing in the evening, and you have such a headache, it's not going to work. I think every girl in ballroom's done that one time. I haven't had to do that in years because
Yes,
you make sure I'm comfortable.
sometimes I listen from some pros and some of the the ladies, they dance more than one day, and they need to keep hair, or maybe they try to keep two hair for every 2 days, right? Oh my God, stories about how tight they did the hair because they asked. I have one client one time, she told me this, and I think I told you that to you. And I was so scared when she told me that. Luis, make my bone so tight, then I feel pain. Because if no, I don't feel insecure. I was like,
no, thank you. How are you supposed to dance when you're?
I have to roll this, I roll and roll and roll, until the hairband give enough, stretching. I was surprised, she feel comfortable, and for her idea about security was pain.
Wow.
I don't think so, I think so you can still be very secure without pain.
Sure.
No, completely comfortable. No, I am 100% sure about that, Beauty is not comfortable. That is for real. But you can make enough you can handle 1 or 2 days, right?
Mhm.
Yes. Then for most of the people, what I will say, the way Roseanne and me in a specific create all this look is, and we have a very open communication,
Right.
right? This is the
Right.
first.
I also come, I think I come prepared. I usually, my color is fresh. For those who think that this is normal color, it's not. So
Yeah.
anything that needed to be dyed was just dyed within the day or two before, at the most, probably 4 days before, at the least, I'm sorry, the 4 days before. If my hair needed a trim, I get a trim beforehand. And if I can get it as not necessarily poker straight, but straight so you have something to work with. And I don't come with ever dirty hair. It's always it's clean hair. Maybe a day has passed sometimes, but by the time we've flown in. But I try to always make sure you're working with clean, ready to work with hair. So,
Yeah.
and I try to keep my hair very healthy for you.
Then I would say the first key you can put is very important. For example, if you do a number one is communication with your artist.
Right.
Okay. Then number two is this researching and preparation. And then when we say researching and preparation, is exactly what Roseanne was telling you right now. Is I try to color my hair before competition. I don't want to say, and especially for the people compete consistent. No, it's impossible to do that every week, right? But I would say, okay, if you try to do, I don't know, every month or like the regular time you do your retouch, right? But if you don't want your gray hair look show up, then be ready in case your artist don't have the touch up spray, then you have yours. Because remember, how many tones have? We cannot carry all that, right? Remember, we travel from one day, from one place to other, from 1 week to other. Then sometimes it's not enough material. This touch up technology is very new. Sometimes it's not enough shades, and it is what we can do, right?
Right.
The other part and preparation too is bring all your stuff ready on the time is assigned to you.
15
And I
minutes
would
early.
say, yes, I will say these three is very important. Um, Now, what I would say the next, what can be the next? What can be the other point we will say is important? Be on time.
Always be on time.
Be on time, even before
15
or
minutes.
right now with the COVID regulation, make different, because like in my case, even if I am in a different room by myself, I prefer to be only with the actual customer and me. That's it. To be secure, to be safe, both of us, with enough space to, we don't need to be contaminated. And I am wearing mask most of the time.
Right.
Uh, right. The other part I would say is, but if you have the time to meet with your artist even before or 5 minutes before, if you are on the appointment, that will be good. So you can communicate with him. Oh, look, I want to do this, or look, I have this idea. And I know when this person is doing the final touch up to the previous customer, it's not a problem to listen to you. And then he start having the ideas, right?
Right.
Remember, the artist, one time we are in the mood of creation is, listen to you with more ideas is nothing wrong. Is okay. Well, I would say in my case, right? I cannot talk for others. But is I can say I share with a lot of friends this kind of points, and they tell me the same. It's like when a painter is doing a paint for somebody or for himself. Later, he look for other, and he start listening ideas. He start looking for inspiration all time. Right? It's never like we have a pause right now. Right? No, we continue thinking. We continue inspiring. Right?
Right. Another
Then,
thing is, another thing would be like supplies. I remember a couple times I brought something in and it might not have been the best thing. It's like, is this a good brush to use? And I have found that, of course, you use top quality brushes. And then if I bring something in, it might not be the best one. So it's better to use, you're more comfortable using your supplies, and your supplies are good, and your formulas, your cosmetics are all not expired. Where some of us, if we don't use them that often, they separate. They're maybe not the best one. We think they might be the best one. After a while, you kind of learn what's good or not good.
yeah.
And I end up using what you use.
Another thing, remember something very important, and I will say this because, well, nowadays men's and women's use makeup, right? But we will say the technology of beauty is more engaged on women, right?
Yeah.
Even now, no matter, I think so. Or yes, right now, men's are using makeup too, but the technology is not developed on our skin. Really, it's developed on
Our
based
skin.
on
That's right.
women pH and women's hormones, and that is the point. That is a very important point. What you need to talk with what you need to try to know about what your artist is using on you. Why? Because remember, women start changing the hormones after the 25. Then easy lie, you can be you can, you can do it if you want, but whatever product you use when you was 25 don't will work when you are 30.
Correct.
When you are 30, don't will work when you are 35. And we continue with the time and the time. And I tell you that because I have other student, I have ladies I know from the 60s, and now they are 70 something, and I cannot use the same product. Products I used before I don't use today because I know they will break more, they will too dry, or they have the wrong formulation for this skin.
Or an allergy.
Exactly. Oh, what happened with you, right? Remember?
That's right.
I tried with Rose Ann most of the high-end products I have in case, for example, in tone and foundation. And we discovered in the last year, the last 6 months, we discovered one of the brands. I work always with that brand, but I don't know if I never tried on her before.
I don't think we had.
But right now we are trying that, and it's looking beautiful on her more than whatever other brand I used before.
Right.
For that, we will do other video,
Right.
Talk about brands and products. But this is part of the important. I have people, for example, they bring me their own products. Is perfect, is right. What I say with that is only these two things: is if you bring your products, you bring your tools, you need to be conscious and you need to be humble to don't expect the same result.
Right.
With my tools, with my products, with I know this product. Even your product can be super high end. But remember, products high end are not made for ballroom dancing.
I agree.
Okay?
Yeah.
Whatever I use is already proved work and hardcore environment. That is the point. Sometimes the people believe all the expensive is the best. Sometimes it's not.
Mm-hmm.
Why? Because sometimes the high-end lines, for what are they used? For weddings, right?
Yes.
For photo shoots, for models, which they use the makeup and this for how many times, how many hours. And normal that these people all everyday look, everyday life, right? People who is in the office all day, but it's not people is sweating and drying and sweating and drying and go to eat and then come back and they don't only stay in one steam room with 100 people. No, they go later outside and they smoke or they drink and they go to the bar and they come back to dance and they sweat again. Then
Yeah.
who you think invest on the people every day can work like that? For example, somebody who is going from one place to other and wearing the makeup for 24 hours or 10 hours, and they look good, but they want to sell for thousands and thousands of people, no dollars. They do affordable brands.
That's right.
And affordable brands, indie brands, where they so good and they make the job and the ballroom we need, which is full cover, maintenance, right? Try to make the skin look fresh. And
Even.
that is the other part.
Yep. Make
When
it
we
even.
talk about preparation, right?
Mhm.
I tell people all the time, we pass from the hair to the makeup, right? With the makeup, I is something very consistent. You want your makeup look good. It's not only about the moment you sit in my chair and I do your makeup. That is the more easy part. The more hard part about the good makeup is what you do not the night before. Then it's very important you hydrate your skin, you hydrate your body before the night before. Then how you prime your skin, what you sleep in the night before your makeup. And then imagining if you compete more than one day. I know you are tired. I know all that. But it's good you take care about your skin. Your skincare routine every night is very important to your makeup during the day look beautiful. That is more important than what you go to use before the makeup.
Right. I agree.
Sometimes sometime I can tell you some people have so good skin they don't even need any kind of primer. Any kind of primer. With whatever vitamin C or rose water before apply foundation and all that is enough if they do a good, good skincare routine the night before. Because remember, if you do the night before, you absorb all the nutrients of these products. If you do only 5 or 10 minutes before the makeup, you are not absorbing nothing of that. This is only melting between the products and that's it. Maybe will work, maybe not. Depends on how your hormones are the day, how the weather is working the day, how the room weather is that day. You see, you are exposing yourself to all that.
Right.
Then that part is very important, right? And
Absolutely.
let's see. Give me 1 second, and I want to put this before like a memory. See, okay. Okay. Then no, we cannot show that. Okay. Then and the last one I will say is, and short one is, you have to try to be humble and let it go. Right? When I say humble and let it go is you need to try to be conscious because a lot of times this happen. Some people 75 years old will come with a picture of 25 or 20 young years.
We all want to be younger.
Yes. And they tell me, I want this hairstyle and I want this makeup.
Right.
Okay, this is what I will tell you. If every lady tell me that and bring me that kind of idea to me, I all the time what I say is I will do my best. I will do whatever can be inspired on that, but I don't promise exactly that style. Why?
Because
Here's
you're
the
not a
reason.
magician.
Yes, and maybe the makeup can be made in the in that face, you know, and maybe the hair can be made in that hairstyle, but maybe it don't will look good on you.
Mm-mm.
And for some reason, I can see that is I cannot tell you how. I think so. It's part of the abilities and part of the experience, right?
Right.
But sometimes I can tell you that don't will look good on you. Really, you will look bad. But like I say, if you are happy, I will make it. Let's do it. I don't like to say no. I don't like to say that. You know, I don't like to say, "Oh, this is ugly." Or this. Then what I try to make is try to make the version more similar to
Mhm.
what you like. But for I can do that, you need to be humble enough to I can work my abilities on you,
That's right.
right? And try to understand that, right? That some looks don't will look good on you.
Right. And
Maybe
if we insist on those looks and you make them and it doesn't look good, that's on us.
yeah, exactly. Because this is the point, you know. Sometimes you will come maybe with, and sometimes some look can maybe don't be appropriate to your style or to your dress or to. It's a lot thing in combined
Right.
what the artist is working with you maybe already have enough experience is why you are looking for them unless you look for somebody with no experience, right? But somebody with experience will tell you and will suggest you, look, unless if you are smart, you don't go to insist,
Right.
and you will try the route, you know, to okay, I will listen, right? And I think you can find a middle point where okay, you know, because it's what I say, it's nothing wrong, you know, nothing is no, you cannot do it this. No, it's like look, we can take inspiration of this, but maybe never will look like what you bring in the picture,
Right.
right? Because remember, with the age, sometimes the hair it don't look. And it's about the frame of the face too. You know.
Right.
Remember, it's not the same when we are young and fuller and cheek high and all that. Then when we have already wrinkles and we have already our cheekbone more defined and all that, then we need to look. What is the best look
You're right.
for us, right?
The thing
And
that I always appreciated, though, Louise, is that you always personally wanted me to look good. And I see that with all the girls that you turn out. You take a personal pride in what your girls look like. Those are yours. It's not just a hairstyle for you or a makeup job, and then that girl's gone and you never see her again, or you don't worry about her after that. You come down, you check how they look on the floor, you get ideas for the future, and it's you take it personally. It's a personal touch that you have, you and
I
Delilah.
would say, yeah, I can tell you that I develop a lot with the ladies like you and ladies. I know they are consistent with me. I take that care of them, you know, because it's like okay, they take care of me. I will take care of them like how they deserve, you know. With the people is no consistent. That not mean I don't care about them, but I don't have the relationship, you know. I don't have the connection with them, maybe, or because maybe they don't come. I don't know, maybe because they jump from one service to other, then we never can have that connection, you
Consistency,
know.
yes.
Yes, it's that, you know, because I think so. Barbers, nail person, hairstyling, coloring, all these kind of, service and art are very intimacy, you know, with the customer.
Right.
We don't talking about personal life. We don't sharing time. We don't. I mean, how many hours we share together, right? On that chair, you know.
Yeah.
And sometimes that chair come to be a therapy chair, you know, for the customer. Sometimes for me, you know. I find in that in my shares a very beautiful people, no physically more than how they are internally, you know.
Right.
And I would say that, you know, for me, have you in my profile like a customer, and I cannot be tired to say now like a friend. make me challenge, because it's like, oh my God, the last time was beautiful. Then the next one need to be better or keep the level, keep the level. And most of the time, and keep me motivated for the other ladies, because then the other ladies all the time want, I want to look like her, or I want to look even better than her. Then I need to look the next one. Most of the time, the next one after I do your style need to look the same or better,
That's
and
great.
level, because I know she saw you and they want, and this is the beautiful, they speak out, I want to look like her. Okay, let's do it, And- but what you say again, right? I don't copy you. It's not like I put, okay, Roseanne and this face. No, I do her own version. I try to produce the own version for everybody
Right.
and try to make, I listen this a lot. Some ladies, what they tell me a lot is, I don't look like me.
Oh,
Don't make me look like it's not me. I
okay.
want to look a better version of myself. My dance version, my diva version. Okay, let's do it. And this is what I try to work with each one of my ladies, And I think so until now I am being developed, very grateful that with each one, at least the people loyal to me and let me, express my artistry. And yeah, this is one of the way we work, and this lady here, thank God, to receive in my path and have the luck, to create all this beauty and all these crazy ideas we have together. Sometimes all in by myself. Uh, but yeah, is I would say with her, I have this freedom to create whatever I want. With this, I don't want the people who is very, because I am like that, who is very specific and I want this, I like this, I don't like this. That is okay too, it's okay. Sometimes, for example, when people is very like that, I prefer they tell me exactly what they want. Why? Because then I am not going to do nothing who surprise them,
Right.
and then at the last moment they will tell me, oh no, this is not what I want. No, no, no. It's better when the people is good if you are specific.
Right.
Whatever the two options, but remember, all the point is about what is the communication, the preparation, and the anticipation to your appointment. You create to have the more beautiful experience during your appointment.
I agree.
Right. What more you think you can share then with us, Roseanne? Wow, it's already 50 minutes. So
Wow,
fast.
time flies.
Yes, time flies, really.
I don't know if I have that much else to say. Truthfully, over the years, such a wonderful opportunity to get to know not only the artist that you are and Alondia, but also what great people you are, and that means a lot. Also, I know that I have a quality person working with me, and that cares about me, and I appreciate that so very much. And you know who my husband is. He's walked in there
Oh
too
yeah,
many times. And he always loves the way I look. You do a great job. Sometimes
yeah,
he says that he did it though.
yeah. Really, I am very, I am very proud to have you. I feel like part of my team, and like you and your husband are a very part important of our career on the ballroom. To I know, every time you go to share something about our name or our will be in good hands and good spread mouth for us. And that is something, invaluable, which I appreciate a lot for that.
You know what
And
I should add? I guess I should add, I'm always very careful that when I know that the heat sheet has come out, that I tell you, hey, the times are this, that, and the other thing. It looks like, you have a lot of people that you are scheduling. I don't say I need to go at 10 o'clock in the morning. I just let you know what my times are, and I know that you're scheduling a lot of people. and you do the best that you can to make sure that you
Yeah.
get them all in, and that's very important. But
Yeah,
I also book my appointments months in advance, because that way you
exactly.
know I'm there and that I need to get done.
It's important to you be flexible and you understand, for example, with this about the scheduling. Remember, in our business, like here in the bar room, we are a community. Whatever we say, oh, look big, but no, it's very small, right? But it still is small. The amount of ladies need hair and makeup sometimes can be demanded. And then what happened is, remember, we cannot put like a regular, a beauty service outside. Oh, you can book for Saturday this week at this time, because not even you know what time you're going to dance, right?
Right, and it could all change.
Imagine your position, imagining our position when we need to wait until the last moment when the competition put the hit list to then in one moment start deciding all our customer time work better, not only based on the time they are dancing, based too on how long and how early they book, right? Because that is some of the privilege you have when you book early, right? Is okay, I'm booking early to try to have a best time. But sometimes your best time maybe don't work with your best time for dance.
That's right.
It's two different things. Then it's very important you be flexible on that point and understand when you are booked at 4 a.m., 5 a.m. It's not because we don't like you or we don't think you deserve to sleep more. It's because it's the best time work for you to you be safe before your time, right? To your hit and be ready and be beautiful and have enough time with me in case I am doing your full look, right?
Right.
But yes, this is, I think so, the main and the more important. And now, before we close this, Roseanne, what is your next stop?
Next stop is USDC.
Uh-huh.
And then 2 days later, heading out to Kansas City with USA Dance.
Excellent.
And I'll see you in both places. You in
Yeah.
Delandia?
Yes, this week we got to split. I'm going to Florida, USDC, and Dylan is going to Kansas. And we have the excellent luck. I will make Roseanne in Florida, and Dylandia I will make because Dylandia is here. But come here. You look pretty. She's here.
She's always beautiful.
Hello, how are you?
Then she came out from Tish. Then she will be the next Saturday, and
Okay.
Kansas helping everybody there. And what is the next competition after Kansas for us?
We have another local competition that's in North Carolina, like 1 week later after. And then after we have Constitution, Ohio coming up.
Ohio. Mm-hmm.
Constitution, Ohio, so reserve for Ohio because everyone books ahead of time for that one.
Yeah.
For the last minute for Ohio. So those are the two big ones. Yes, and India second. No. And then so those are the two main ones. Constitution definitely because that's in October and 1 month, and then Ohio. Book for those.
And I know she is not mentioning some on the list. No,
we have more because there's more on the list. It's like back to back. Oh, Hot Atlanta. We're planning to go to Hot Atlanta as well, and that's in October.
Yes.
Oh, and Chicago.
Competition, Carolina Falls. We're gonna be at Carolina Falls as well. That's in October, same weekend as Constitution.
It's Chicago, right? Chicago in November.
Yeah, and also Chicago. Yes,
that's right.
November.
Yes. Okay. Let's see. Whatever thing. Remember.
On our website, we have
everything in the website.
That's right.
And I want to tell everybody, if you go to our website and you go to the booking form, right? When you go to the section of the competition you want, we have the list of the competition. We already are official. But at this point, right now, because what happened with the pandemic and the struggle with the economic for everybody, then we are giving the option to the people if they want to hire our service like a private artist, we can go if you create a group of people or a school, and we can go directly only for you, but not for the competition, right? And this some competition, we are no with them, we are no vendor with them, but we can go by you, like a private artist, like a whatever hair and makeup person, and only you need to put your group together, and we go and give you the magic of Design by Riveras. Whatever place you want, we go. We need a limit of person, right? Because the cost and that,
Right.
but is letting you know that, right? We are open to that. And then at the final of the part and the section of competition, you will find one option who say others comp. Then if you want to request with one friend or other, you only need to select that. And the part of when you are filling it up, your booking form, you will have one section where you can do comments and all that.
The notes section.
In the notes section, you can put, okay, the competition I want you this is, and you select you put there what is the competition you are interested, we go for you.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Oh, and also yeah. So just do that. Mm-hmm. Definitely.
That's it.
Yeah, that's all.
Okay, I think so. With this, we done for today. We did it the best we can. I know right now don't look like too much people stream, but I hope this can be watching by recording, and the people can enjoy with us and let us know your comments. Let us know what do you think. Let me see. I think so. I have a comment here. Okay, I have a friend. I have Chismes en la web. Hola, hello. Hello, girl. And C.
Browner.
C. Browner will be in Yuletide. Until now, we don't have any negotiation with them. But we will see, because I think so they already have an artist for that competition. And yeah, I think so they already are, for the side of the competition, is enough with that artist. Then we like to keep like that, if we saw it's too much artists like us and one competition, we try to don't go, because it's no market for everybody, right? And right nowadays we need to save the time and the money. Yeah. Rose Ann, always is a pleasure to talk to you.
Always, same here.
And share with you. Can't wait to have a next conversation. And to whatever of our ladies who would like to chat with us one of these other days during the week, please let us know, and we can talk and we can figure out about what new conversation we can have, and maybe we can talk. Now we have we can talk about the lashes. What is the best lashes, right, Rose Ann?
Hey,
we
magnetic.
discovered, right?
We just came up with magnetic lashes.
Exactly. What is the experience? What is the what work, what don't work? What is the pro and what is the cons? And we have a videos talking about that. Then go to our channel, Designs by Riveras. Remember? And YouTube. Exactly.
That's where I got the idea.
Yes. And anyhow, right now, next week, I would upload a new review of a new product foundation. We test with the Landia for the people who like foundations and powder. Then stay tuned, and I hope see you in the next. Remember to follow us in our social medias and everything by hashtag Design by Riveras. Rose Ann, thank you so much, and I hope see you next week.
See you in
next
a few days.
week. I can't wait.
See you in a few days.
Love you guys so much.
Love you too. Bye.
Bye.
Good night.